More than 7 decades ago, the world community made itself a promise. Two simple yet powerful words. Never again. No more genocides, no more atrocities, no more ethnic cleansing. It's a promise that the world has spectacularly failed to keep. Look no further than Xinjiang in China. 1.5 million Uyghur Muslims are in chains. They're being indoctrinated, experimented on, beaten, raped, tortured. All this is well documented. There is no lack of proof. What is lacking is the intent to act. China may be running the camps, but the global community is equally complicit. Western countries want to trade with China. Western businesses want the Chinese market, so they make excuses for the genocide. They pretend not to see it. Tonight we'll expose some of these blind elements. You've all heard about Hilton Hotels. They are one of the largest hospitality chains in the world, an American flagship with 100 years of history. Their latest project is in Xinjiang in China, and their building site is an affront to the persecution faced by the Uyghurs. 3 years back, there was a mosque at the exact same spot. China demolished the mosque, like they demolished every visible symbol of Islam. Now they want to bury this history, build a hotel on the graveyard of Uyghur culture. And Hilton is happily playing along. What's their selling point here? An uninterrupted view of the labor camps? This goes beyond a tone-deaf business move. This is nothing short of encouraging genocide. The question is, who can make Hilton see sense? American lawmakers are trying hard. A bipartisan congressional commission wrote to the CEO of Hilton Holdings. The letter was signed by Democrats and Republicans alike, and here's an excerpt. The site is emblematic of the Chinese government's campaign of widespread destruction of Uyghur religious and cultural sites and official efforts to eradicate Uyghur religious and cultural practices. The problem is, Hilton already knows all of this. They know where the hotel is being built. They know the history of Xinjiang. They know what China is doing here. They're choosing to ignore it anyway. Hilton says the hotel is being developed by a Chinese franchise. That's hardly an excuse. Companies have a right to protect their brand. If tomorrow some franchise pitches a Nazi-themed hotel, will Hilton agree to that? They won't, or so we hope. Then why this free pass for China? These free passes have destroyed the landscape of Xinjiang. This province was once dotted by mosques. Today, most of them have either been demolished or turned into ghost buildings. Reports say 16,000 mosques have been razed or damaged by China. What about the ones that remain? They are surveillance and propaganda hubs. Communist graffiti welcomes you at the mosque. You have to register before praying. And whether God is watching you or not, the government certainly is. Because there are cameras all over the place. Every moment of yours is being tracked. They don't even look like traditional mosques because the minarets and domes have been destroyed. These are the mosques lucky enough to survive, but most of them end up in a pile of rubble. In 2018, China demolished a mosque in Xinjiang's Artush region. Last year, they built a public toilet on the same spot. In 2019, another mosque gave way to an alcohol and cigarette store. Do you see the pattern here? China does not just want to eliminate Uyghurs, it wants to humiliate them. Build toilets where places of worship once were. What can the global community do to end this? For starters, put the squeeze on, drain foreign money from Xinjiang and stop corporates from doing business there. I know it sounds impossible. Corporates are not suddenly going to grow a conscience, which is why we need laws. Reports say 83 major brands are linked to forced labor in Xinjiang. This includes the likes of Apple, Amazon, Samsung, Uniqlo, Nike. Some of the biggest brands in the world. Obviously, they like Xinjiang because forced labor is also cheap labor. But cost cutting is not an excuse for genocide. If corporates refuse to change, governments must step in. Earlier this month, the US Senate passed a law banning products of forced labor from Xinjiang. It's a great move, but it's 1 decade too late. In other places like Europe and Japan, they're still figuring out China. Is it an enemy or a competitor? Seems like jailing 1.5 million Muslims does not qualify as a crime. Corporates have always been tacit supporters in genocides. Dozens of companies benefited from the Holocaust. Today, they have rehabilitated themselves. They have been rebranded as politically correct. And I am talking about some big names here, like Hugo Boss, BMW, Barclays Bank, General Motors. 70 years ago, we baptized them and promised never again. Today, bigger companies have emerged. They're encouraging a different genocide. It makes you wonder, was it never again or time and again? WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.